Hey everyone, Chris here. Welcome back for another episode of Darktoylord Reviews. I just want to start off by apologizing. It's been a few weeks since my last upload. It's been extremely hot up here in New England, and unfortunately my home office does not have an AC unit. The fan that I have in here to make this room even slightly tolerable is so loud that recording a video would have been impossible. So moving on, today we're going to be taking a look at this DC Multiverse Azrael Suit of Sorrows figure. Now, I'm not a huge fan of DC Comics. Well, not... Okay, let me strike that and rephrase it. I'm not a huge DC Comics collector, so I really don't know much about this particular version of Azrael. The Azrael that I know is the one that took over the role of Batman after Bane had broken Batman's back. I do like this Multiverse line, and I've always liked the Azrael design. The fact that this one is modeled after a Templar Knight pretty much sealed the deal for me. So, as we do, we'll take a look at the packaging first. Top left-hand corner, you see that this figure is part of the McFarlane Gold Label collection. Now, it's my understanding that this is a limited run and only available as a Walmart exclusive. Not sure if the limited also means limited in the amount of figures produced, but I've seen quite a few of these so far. And then also, yes, I did happen to pick this one up at my local Walmart. So moving on, it's a big plastic window in the front so you can see all the action figure goodiness inside. You got the DC Multiverse logo at the bottom. We'll go ahead and spin this around. There's really nothing of note on either side of the box, so we'll just take a look at the back. And here on the back, we have this beautiful picture of Azrael holding a sword and honestly looking pretty damn menacing. At the bottom, we have other characters that are available. Going left to right, we have Robin King, Dr. Fate, the Hood unmasked, and honestly, I think one of the selling points for the character is the mask, so that's kind of unfortunate that he's unmasked, in my opinion only. Then we have the Flash, Hot Pursuit, and Nightwing. I am really interested in getting that Dr. Fate figure, but I think the others I might just take a pass on. So I'm going to go ahead, get this guy opened up, and I'll be back with a closer look at the toy. First, I just want to point out that much like the other DC Multiverse figures that I have, this one also comes with a collector's card and a display stand. Both of these are sealed on the cardboard insert, and given that this figure is limited, I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not I want to remove them. I'll have to give that more thought later on. For weapons, Azrael has this flaming sword. The flames are removable if you prefer the look of a plain blade. Given the biblical nature of the Templar Knights, I am assuming that this is some sort of holy fire. Excluding his odd cape, if that's what you even want to call it, Azrael stands about 7 inches from head to toe. I have to say, McFarlane does not disappoint when it comes to design and detail. This figure is beautiful. He does seem a little top-heavy, and his angles are not as sturdy as I would prefer. So this is probably one of those figures that are probably going to benefit from one of those stands that holds the figure up the waist. Now the box says 22 points of articulation, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. The hood is a separate piece of softer, rubbery type material, and it's actually glued at the base of the neck. And surprisingly, it really doesn't seem to hinder movement at all. You can go side to side, up and down. Now his right arm can go up pretty much 90 degrees. Unfortunately, his left shoulder is blocked by this hard piece of plastic, which is that shoulder pad that he has there on his left shoulder. But he still can move his arm back and forth. Both elbows have, they're not double jointed elbows, they just have the one joint so they can do a 90-degree bend. Wrists have plenty of movement. You have a torso joint right here, so you can get him, Azrael, to do his ab crunches. You have a joint in the waist so he can move side to side. His legs go forward and back. And they're not hindered by his clothing here because this is also that soft rubbery type material. He can do perfect splits. So, I tip my hat to you, sir. Surprisingly, no thigh swivel. You have double jointed knees. So you got plenty of movement there. Ankles spin around. Can move up and down. And you also have, it's easier to see on this one, you also have that toe articulation. Now, I'm not too sold on having toe joints. I kind of feel like it helps add to a figure's instability. So that pretty much covers it. Let me go ahead, get Azrael in a decent pose, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. So the last two segments of this video were kind of scripted. I'm going to do this section, I'm going to ad-lib the entire thing. Hopefully I can do this without too many cuts and edits. So, you know, one of the other YouTubers that I follow, Greg Cook, he has an electric Lazy Susan, so he can spin his figures around on video. I think I might need to invest in one of those. It really does, I know, add to the video. We can see the figure 360. But, so my final thoughts. Again, I said at the beginning, I'm going to say it again now, I love this figure. I've always been fascinated by the Templar Knights. You know, I'm not like a history buff, but whenever I catch that good documentary, you know, I'll sit through the entire thing. And like I said, Templar Knights, I don't know, it's always done something for me. It's especially the look. I mean, I'm not like a religious man, but just that giant red cross that they wear on their uniforms, it just, I don't know, does something for me. So I'm still confused by what's going on here with this this kind of capey thing. Reminds me of something that Mr. Sinister would wear. But yeah, I mean, it's an awesome figure. The articulation is great. The attention to detail is great. I don't know what else I can say about it. I definitely recommend it. If you see one in the stores, pick one up. So I do want to take a moment. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. It's always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you have friends that you think might like it too, by all means share the video. So I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'm sorry if this is getting repetitive. I am a small YouTube channel, so every view, every like is definitely appreciated. I like to grow this channel as much as I can. Right now we're in the low 300s. I would love to get this up to at least 1,000 by the end of the year. So if you've not subscribed already, if you could do so, it would definitely be appreciated. If you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments down below. And I think I'm just going to sign off here. We will see you in the next video.